Also my drive shaft seal is leaking. Here is the chocolate shop. Time to get some chocolate. So yeah, here we are in Salinas. It's the following day. We've just been to the chocolate shop that's next door, and there's just a small shop and it has little ponchos and things. I got myself a whole load of chocolate, but I'm going to try this one. And yeah, oh, it's really good. Oh, it's really good. Oh, look at that. There's all cliffs on the side. It's a very small little town. This is pretty much it, basically just the square from what we've had a little walk around. But now we're going to head off towards Baños and see the waterfall. It's about 120k, yeah, something like that. And yeah, get up. It's about 11 o'clock. We're taking a slow day, relaxing here because it's only a short day to get there. But I'm going to nibble chocolate throughout the day, I think. Let's go.
How's it here? Ah, yeah. So what do you want? Una habitación, dos camas?
Sí.
Yeah, share a room. Ah. Bathroom. Well, this one's alright, isn't it? Although, look, you're small. You have that bed. I'll have this bed. Pequeño.
Sí. Yeah, sí.
Shower, alright?
Yeah, sí, sí.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Here we are in Baños, another town sign. We're going to have a little walk around, find some food, and tomorrow we're going to go do a waterfall. I think the weather's going to be better tomorrow and be a bit nicer. But it's a lovely little town. It's a lot bigger than the last one. This is the surrounding area. We've got a nice waterfall just there. Pretty sweet. And we're going to have a little walk around. It's nice and warm here. So yeah. This morning we have had a very lazy morning. It's been a bit cloudy, as you can see. It's not really cleared up, but what we've done is ridden up to a viewpoint which is about half an hour, and there's kind of like there's a giant swing, and there's like a set of stairs. I'm not quite sure why you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sort of platforms high when you're already on the side of a hill to look at the view that's down below. But I'm sure they'll charge us a couple of quid to go and see that. So yeah, we're going to have a look at Baños from the top of the mountain and see what it's like, and then we'll maybe go to another one. But I think the other side's in clouds, so we can have a good view up here and see what our plan is. So yeah, they want $5 for us to walk onto that platform. But if I stand by this railing, oh look, I can see the same view. So there's Baños, yeah. There it is. That's quite big from up here. Apparently, a girl in a coffee shop explained to us today that it's called Baños, and Baños is the same as toilet because it's got in like a basin and it gets loads and loads of water and a bit like a toilet. So yeah, toilet, welcome. Yeah, so that viewpoint is cool, but I think I'm just going to cheat and go gadget. Off we go. We've decided to come to the waterfall, which is a slightly different direction out of Baños for about half an hour. Everything costs money, so you have to pay for parking, pay to get in, and then they want paid to use the toilet. Then at one point they want to pay to get a picture of that behind me from a different direction. So yeah, I'm going to avoid some of this because it's just silly. But apparently this is a really, really good waterfall, so we'll go check it out. The speed of this is so impressive. Look at that. So powerful. Well, that was seriously impressive. The power of the water falling down the hill is just immense, and the amount of water going down the hill is also pretty intense. Very gingerly flying the drone there because there were so many vines and trees and all sorts around it, and there's water underneath. I was like, oh, a bit scared. But we're gonna keep going down the hill and get to the main waterfall, which is much, much bigger than that. This suspension bridge that's going down a hill in Tex Heavens is an interesting walk. I have to do it like this because I can't, I'm gonna go arse over tit otherwise. But look at that. Look at the power of that. So you can actually walk behind the waterfall. So I'll go down, but I don't really want to get too wet. But we'll see. Just look at the power of that water. It's like, it's so impressive, and you can feel the thunder of it hitting the bottom, almost in your chest here. Yeah, that's moving. Just a little bit powerful, isn't it? Will he get wet? No, we got lucky. Oh. Well, I'm back in Quito. I'm leaving again today. It's been a fun weekend. Luckily, I managed to get my bike into the show, which was kind of cool, and did like a little speech with them. So I might put that in just so you can see what happened there.
Welcome, Charlie, to our stand in Quito, and to be a person who represents our brand, KTM. And please tell us, how was your journey? How was your experience?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. So I started in Toronto May last year, and I've gone all the way through Canada, up to Alaska, down to America, through Baja California, Mexico, and then all through Central America. And I've been 2 months now, almost 3 months in Ecuador. So just cruising around and enjoying it.
Like Ecuador?
Yeah, it's my favorite so far.
Yeah. Les voy a introducir un poquito. Primero, le encanta el Ecuador. Salió desde Toronto.
And I've just come to this little store and managed to get some of these so I can put my camera back on my chin. So I'm going to do that tonight, let it set overnight, and then tomorrow I can go back to filming properly. So less of this just off the bike, although maybe it's a good thing to have more off the bike footage, don't know. But yes, so most of the roads have been all pretty the same as you've seen before, and I've ridden a lot of them before. So yes, now time to move. I've got a bit of a leak on my bike, which is the next challenge in Cuenca, but I'm already onto that and already trying to get the bits ordered. So my drive shaft seal is leaking, which does mean my chain is beautifully oiled. However, it's not ideal for the oil level, so that is the challenge next. When I left Quito, the highway was completely blocked with traffic. Both directions had like 4 lanes of traffic on them. It was crazy. There were police and army that I saw. The roadblock was due to lorries blocking the carriageway as a protest for fuel prices. The road was actually closed for a few days, it was that bad. The only way I managed to get through was because I was on a motorbike and I could fit through the small gaps. But even then, sometimes my bike was too large to get through. I used every bit of the road, pavement, and anywhere I could to get past, and just pushed my way through to make my way. I'm in a nice little hotel room about 200 kilometers away from Cuenca. This morning you saw me buy these, or I got these from the shop, which I was very pleased, and I thought, right, tonight in the hotel room I will stick my mount to my camera, stick my camera to my helmet and be good to film. But I think I've dropped the pouch that holds my headphones, the mount itself, and the little twisty thing that goes into the GoPro in a lay-by 65 k's beyond me. I had it all in a tank bag further up the road because I spotted it on the camera, and I've lost it. So tomorrow morning I have to ride 65 k's back to a lay-by that I stopped to put some clothes on and see if my stuff is on the floor. If not, then I need to find a new mount that I can click onto my helmet somehow. And also I've noticed that somehow over the year or whatever travelling, or maybe some of the crash or the previous drops, the microphone port in my GoPro Media mod is also broken. So I did the little bit of filming that I did do today, I don't have any audio for. So I'm pissed. Yeah, it's really annoying. But so tomorrow I've got 200 k's to Cuenca, but I've got to do 65k there and to the lay-by, 65k back. So it'll be a 300-400 kilometre day tomorrow. So best get up early and crack on, I think. Oh, the joys! And you think you've just got everything ready and you're ready to go and you've set everything set, and then you've got these little setbacks. Right, well, 65 kilometres. It's 9 o'clock now. I'm back in the lay-by that I stopped at where I thought they might be, and unfortunately they're not here. So all I can do now is ride the 65k back to where I was, maybe scour the road, but equally I could have dropped them that way, which is back towards Quito. So I'll have to get to Cuenca and see if I can figure something out. I say the most annoying thing is the mount for my camera, but I'll find something. So annoying losing stuff on the road. I'm almost there. I've got about just under 100 kilometers left to Cuenca. I just thought I'd take in and look at this view. Pretty cool. It's very cold today. Well, it's about 10 or 12 degrees, but it's quite cold. And I've been traveling through like horrendous clouds, or going through those clouds down there really, but it's so foggy you can't see anything, and your visor gets a little bit of water and it's just impossible to see really. So you're going like really slow, like 40k, trying to get your way around it. Anyway, onwards. Right, I'm back in the workshop in Cuenca, and I'm going to try and tackle my drive shaft seal. I've got all the bits here. So yeah, you can see all the oil that's around it, also down here. And then these are the bits that I've got. I've got the whole repair kit, so I've got a bushing, that's the nut and washer for the actual sprocket, and then I've got this little O-ring and this. So hopefully with a few of their tools, because I don't have a socket for that, we can pull it out and change it. I'm gonna have to put the bike on its side to stop any oil coming out, and maybe top the oil up, because I think it's probably leaked a bit as low. But yeah, that's the challenge now. I just gotta be careful because it's still quite hot. So right, I've got the nut off and my little cover, stopped the bike on its side. Well, not dropped it, but laid it. And now hopefully I can start taking this apart. Still quite warm, but we're gonna see what I can do. I don't wanna wait too long. Might change my front sprocket too, because it looks a bit wavy and shit, and I've got one in the back. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I had to just pull that seal out. They didn't have a puller, unfortunately, to get a screwdriver and very carefully do it. I pulled it out, and then I found this big tube which fits over there perfectly, so I was able to knock it in with my hammer. And everything's now changed. The O-ring, the seal, and that little bushing. So I'll just pull my front sprocket out of under my seat, pop that on, but I'm going to lift the bike up for that, because it'll be easier. Right, let's go. Right, it's all installed. Just need to clean this up and get it back in. It's very surprising to me that some KTM dealerships don't have, or you know, some workshops down here in South America don't have the proper tooling. So they didn't have the puller to pull the seal out, and then they didn't actually have a socket to do this up to 100 Newton meters, which is incredible because that's a really important bolt. So I managed to get around it by using my little torque wrench. I then got this socket, but I realised it has a 3/4 drive in the back. So I was able to do that, then put my little bar on the back of that, and then use my old handlebars that were still in the bin to get some leverage. And it, yeah, worked quite well. Got it to 100 Newton meters. So all done properly, but I had to bodge the tools a little bit. Tonight's my last night in Cuenca. There's a beautiful sort of church behind me, or building, and tomorrow I set off and start making my way towards the border in Peru. I think it's going to take me a few days. I can't leave Cuenca tomorrow until like midday, because I'm still waiting for an item to turn up. So hopefully I get that sooner rather than later, and then I can start my my ride down. And I'm really excited for Peru. I've got a load of stuff which I'll show you later, ready for camping in case it's cold. And what else? I have had amazing fajitas tonight, chicken fajitas. It's the second time I've been to the restaurant because it's so good. So thank you, Sven, for that recommendation. It's very good. Right, back to my hotel. It's another couple of blocks away, and get some rest ready for tomorrow. Popped to the shop and got myself some wet wipes, soup, noodles, and some hot tea or some fruit teas in case it's cold, because I'm gearing myself up for camping. I'm hoping that in Peru, in some of the mountains, I can do a bit more camping at some cool spots, not only just to keep my costs down, but it's nice to be back in my tent. So gear myself back up, but I think it could be quite cold at night, so yeah, some noodles and some soups and some hot drinks, maybe one in the morning to get me going, should be nice. I think at altitude it's going to be pretty cool, and as I go down towards the Ushuaia, it's only going to get colder. So I might get a friend to bring me an extra thermal layer for camping actually, but that won't be till Christmas. It'll be like a little Christmas present to myself. Anyway, that's my bed, so I'm going to get in that.